lane priority there to unlock the Farsa, because a little bit of assistance, both of these heroes can actually roam pretty quickly overall and dominate the side lanes like you mentioned. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the Land of Dawn greets us once more. Team Liquid PH is on the blue side up against Alter Ego on the red.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Instant trades from the mid lane as well. In terms of emblems, nothing too out of the ordinary here. We do see Master Assassin coming in from Yuktz in comparison to Highs, taking the tenacity. Interesting options here, right? It does mean that at least for Yuktz, that even if he does try to go in the 1v1 against Highs, he's going to have just enough damage if he keeps on trading upwards within the laning phase.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised to see these Claude and Harith emblems, because I would have 100% expected it to be the other way around, right? For the Harith to just 100% zone in on trying to dominate Claude in lane, and for the Claude to try and survive a bit longer. But we see even the rotation from Gebe being disrupted, Spear of Alpha forced predominantly, and JP is doing exactly what we want from a Khalid at level 2.
Yeah, again, he's just man-to-man defense. He just needs to know where Gebe is going to be at all times of the map. I think that even for Sanji, he understands. Early on, he wanted to force out that regenerate coming in from Randall. Randall just needs to make sure that he stays healthy for as long as possible. Sanji hasn't needed to recall just yet. And with that control, getting an early rotation from Samford as well to eventually head down to the bottom side. They will hit 4 on time.
Yep, things are going pretty good so far for now, but I'm definitely eager to look at that first turtle timing, considering everything that both these teams are gonna be pretty powerful fighting at level 4.
Unfortunate direction of where he's throwing out the fans, but now this should be a free turtle for the side of Team Liquid PH here. Again, tempo, so important for this composition. If Team Liquid PH fall behind, Alter Ego will be able to set up early on, making it really difficult for TLPH to actually get into the middle of these fights. So far, mid trio been working out very nicely for the side of Team Liquid PH, and even the side lanes, the fact that they're able to unlock themselves early on thanks to the Sansan duo, this is making these turtle fights a lot easier to manage.
We can already see the synergy coming in here from Team Liquid Philippines. This has always been one of their core tacits as a squad entirely. Better just like using mid lane, Kaltizi on top of Gebe, already dropping him quite low. Even the Retri baited out here. That'll allow JP to instantly invade. You could see the coordination from Liquid putting a lot of pressure on Alter Ego. Even at the top lane, the Zaman Force and High still loses the trade. Dreams comes in, gets the kick, Purify, use BMI. Yuktz totally fine.
Yuktz is playing a beautiful lane. He is winning out his trades against High. Oh, hold on. Randall manages to dodge the Raging Sandstorm for now, but just look at that tempo control. You have mid control, you're stealing away the camps on the side, making Gebe's life so difficult.
And they're continuing to make his life difficult. In his face, but Spear of Alpha. Can he get the punish here? Quick 3-man gang.
Yeah, but a little overextension coming in from Team Liquid PH. Sanji understands what his role is. He can't be a part of every single fight. Oh, hold on.
That's gonna be a nice LTZ. Do it. Doesn't do enough damage yet at all. He will also die there as a really.
Yeah, for now, things are they're losing sight of their tempo here. They need a 3-to-2 ratio in the middle of in these types of fights, right? They need to have 3 of their members ready to go, 2 on the enemy side, and if they don't have that, the 2-to-2s are pretty difficult. Let's see, Turtle again, highly prioritized by TLPH.
All 5 members are here. Kaltizi gets it quite easily. Unfortunately, Dreams can't really provide too much outside of vision. Gebe tries to steal some farm. Not quite able to get it, and now he's being chased apart. Spear of Alpha defensively. Groundale is here. Raging Sandstorm connects with the flicker. JP sets it up. Stolen Feathered Airstrike, dropping Sanford real low, but Infernal Pursuit keeping him alive. Dreams actually having to dive away as well. But Sanji going to be traded away with the Zaman Force. Highs coming in for backup. Gonna be able to trade 2 back for Alter Ego.
Oh, it's going to be tough. And now, with that 2-back trade, they're looking for the tier 1s as soon as possible. Is Alter Ego going to take that space here? Oh, Sandstorm God, not even going to do anything about it. They find another kill this time around. Alter Ego taking full advantage of the space being given to them and really punishing the overextensions coming out from the side of Team Liquid PH. As much as Liquid is trying to be as fluid as possible, it is costing them a lot. They need to be very clean on what they are trading exactly. Uh-oh.
Yep. Oh, Gavin in some trouble, but he connects the Spirit of Alpha. Purify used on Sanji to get away as well. Both teams trying to be quite active right now. Team Liquid had been successful with their ganks up until this point, but Alter Ego have finally been able to counter-engage. They even get some very important assists on highs to boost up the Hive's gold. So because of that, the gold lead for Liquid actually isn't that much.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Team Liquid PH are making sure that their rotations are faster. It's just that Alter Ego have been able to punish them a little bit harder. Most importantly, Team Liquid PH, they've taken down some pretty important objectives here. They were able to secure 2 of the turtles in this match. They also crack open the mid-tier 1 as well as top-tier 1.
Oh, and now we can see Alter Ego shifting their gameplay style, specifically focusing on snowballing highs as much as possible. They know that Geve will just have to try and catch himself back up. Conceal on Dreams, looking for Kaltiz. He gets the kick, not the direction they needed. Raging Sandstorm to cancel things out, but Spirit of Alpha on 2. Kaltiz blown up in an instant. Sanford in the backline on top of Roundel, but with no jungler. Gebe gets the turtle for free quite easily. Sanford still trying to buy time. 1v4 almost picks off Roundel, but isn't quite enough. Gets picked off in the end as the rest of Team Liquid are forced to disengage.
The push and pull is happening consistently. When Team Liquid get first position on this turtle, unfortunately they didn't have that much coverage over the entirety of the map and let Cho actually slip through into the backline. And again, great target priority by Dreams, right? Making sure that he's hitting somebody who doesn't have Purify and most importantly can't secure the objective himself. Taking down Kaltiz is really huge for the composition considering that they initially had 2 turtles in their hands, and finally Jebe is in a much better position against Kaltiz now, equal in levels, stealing his camps to catch back up, and still has the top side to farm back up as well.
And just a few swift moves, Alter Ego have been able to trade the gold lead onto their side instead. It's still not very much. Team Liquid does actually farm very quickly, all things considered. But this is a good timing for Alter Ego to play around. Their composition is quite strong in the mid game. TL trying to engage on Nino, but Spirit of Alpha comes in, knocks up 2. Feathered Airstrike gonna be used as well, but Raging Sandstorm lands on double targets. Nino gonna be traded away. Gebe losing his health as well as Dreams now chased down with the blazing duet. Way of the Dragon connects onto Yuktz. He's gonna try and get away, not gonna be successful. The rest of Team Liquid though has his back. They're looking for vengeance, they're looking for blood, and they will find it. 4 members of Alter Ego traded for 1.
Man, these teams are looking really equal when it comes down to the team fights here. It's really coming down to like these 50-50s. Who can hit more spells? Who can get more value out of the ults right now? The Feathered Airstrike, a very large component of it. And I mean, Roundel had the right idea initially, right? Start targeting the members down. You're looking specifically for the low targets like Kaltiz, but he gets himself out of that fight. So at that point, who else do you need to start beaming down? And they were able to actually punish Yuktz with the help of Dreams once again. But I think that Alter Ego also need to consider, hey, the main win condition is going to come through highs. If highs doesn't have that Zaman Force available and you can't fight around it, you need to calm down and pull back.
Yeah, I think Alter Ego definitely got a little bit too antsy there. They thought they could catch Team Liquid off when they started disengaging from the dive, but Team Liquid still had a lot of their resources, and Alter Ego were actually putting themselves out of position, so they cannot really afford to repeat that mistake since the gold lead they had tried so hard to reverse instantly goes straight back to their opponents. Now TLPH setting up for the next Lord.
Been a consistent back and forth between the two squads. Despite Team Liquid having more goal. Oh, hold on.
Ooh, Dreams with the concealed Kaltiz, but finds the kick on Khalid instead. They're gonna pop the Feathered Airstrike. Doesn't really find anyone, but now Sanford left all by his lonesome, trying to buy space and sacrifices his life for it.
Man, really good stuff coming in from Dreams, right? Again, I would have liked the kick to actually go on to Sanji's side, but I think he got way more value out of it. The Purify coming out from Sanji for free, so it's like it happened anyways. Oh, wait, no.
Ooh, Team Liquid playing on the edge right now, but they're taking so much damage. Purify Force, BMI as well. UTZ almost exploded in an instant from that Spear of Alpha. Lord dropping low, Gebe gets it. Raging Sands entirely, and another Way of the Dragon onto Kaltizi. He's not able to finish off the backline, and Roundel is buying so much time and space. He will lose his life for it with the Blazing Duet, but his job is done. 1 for 3 highs. In some trouble, commits the Zaman Force, dives the tower. Not just the Infernal Pursuit, but will he be able to keep it up? This is a 1v2. Sanford jumps back in, able to finish him off, and actually trades, but it's still favored to Alter Ego.
Dang. Sanford, he tried to save some lives there, but unfortunately all he could get was the trade with 4 down, as well as the Lord on their side. Alter Ego take a well-rounded fight. Honestly, big props to Roundel there. His target priority has been exceptional in these fights.
Ooh, Dreams caught out as well. Team Liquid literally chased him across the entire mid lane. Nino has to be a bit cautious here. So Liquid fights back a little bit. They're able to clear up the Lord down bot side, but they are still losing most of their towers for it. Only inhibitors left standing for Team Liquid Philippines.
Yep, but this back and forth between the two teams, right? If it's very brawly right now, right? It's a coin toss every single 5v5 we've seen in this game. And the lead initially going for TLPH, then falls into Alter Ego, and then it reverses, and then it reverses again. We need to see some concrete leads coming up from these sides if they're looking for an endgame scenario.
But it does go to show that these teams are about as evenly matched as we initially suspected. Alter Ego likes to play for that aggression, but Team Liquid has the superior synergy and experience here. And still, we are seeing a lot of trades happening. Highs finally hitting that Holy Crystal timing. Very strong power spike now for Alter Ego. We are 12 minutes in. Lord still 60 seconds away. No real reason to fight just yet. But Alter Ego poised to contest the purple. Geve dropping low. Docks up 2 with Spear of Alpha. Winter Crown comes out. Sanford gets picked off and Dreams with the knockup. Flickers away. Zaman Force uses well. Blazing Duet defensively. Team Liquid able to get out with 4.
They need to respect their positionings at this point. I think that Nino with that curtain call has been getting way too much value in these fights. And I think that's been the big deterrent here, because Team Liquid, hold on.
Ice jumps back in with the Zaman Force. Yuktisi way too greedy. They're not even able to jump back to the BMI. Purify will not save him from that one.
I'm sorry, what was the plan there? You already know that 2 of your members are down. For majority of Alter Ego is going to be on the side of the map where they know that has some form of gold. Happens to be on the bottom side because they were initially contesting for the purple buff earlier. So what was the plan there? There was no retribution from Kaltizi even, so like, I don't think this was a necessary fight. I think that Team Liquid PH now biting a little more than they could potentially chew here, hoping that Alter Ego drops the ball.
And we're reaching the point where you really just cannot afford to lose your gold laners, and UTC just jump forward for no real reason without his team backing him up. Got a bit antsy there. Dreams once again looking for a target, not able to find JP, actually dragged out, loses immortality straight away. Zaman Force comes in, Raging Sandstorm lands on 2, but JP is being melted away as Roundel being 1v1 by Sanford, who comes out on top, flickers away. It's now a 4v4. Dreams has to recall. They will let the Lord reset as neither team is ready to fight anymore.
Yeah, they don't want to do this. They definitely don't want to do this. I think for Alter Ego, the onus is on them because it is JP trading up. Oh my god.
Spear of Alpha connects on Carl. He's able to iframe his way out, but Sanford may lose his life for it. He's still buying a lot of time. Vengeance used on Nino to avoid Yuktz. Sanford finally picked off. Blazing Duet comes in, but Purify used. Yuktz cannot continue.
Ooh.
And High is being targeted by Sanji, but he survives on a tiny sliver of HP. And Sanji is punished for it. Team Liquid trying everything they can, but nothing is working.
Oh man, Team Liquid PH just keeping it messy, right? And Alter Ego are starting to get caught up, getting lost in the sauce, but now that they've got that concrete lead that we were talking about, it's a lot simpler for them to make these decisions as they blitz down the Lord and are looking for at least 2 inhibitors off of it to get some mega value. At this point, I do feel, wait, does Does Roundel, whose ult does Roundel have right now? Roundel doesn't have anybody's ult. Ideally, he would like to either take the Raging Sandstorm or at the bare minimum have that Feathered Airstrike. They need to start sieging down Team Liquid PH because in terms of their high ground defense, all they've got is Sanji. Everybody else is going to struggle a little with these Lord Empowered minions.
Yeah, Yuktz is still able to contribute somewhat, but I agree with you. The rest of Team Liquid is not actually that good at holding the base defense. Alter Ego, I feel like, is pushing mid a bit too quickly compared to the other ways, but I think they actually do want to stagger them just a little bit so that they can get every inhibitor. Mid should fall very easily to the Lord. They're connecting. Dreams gets a knock up, not the kick though, so he's gonna have to dash away. He'll probably die for this, and he will. Kaltizi picks him off. Summon Force use. Heist actually commits to it. The rest of his team is running away. There was no reason for that. The Harif dies, and the push just stops right there. And oh, Yeve, you don't want to be here. You really should not be here. He's getting knocked back. He's getting locked down. Alter Ego losing bodies where they really shouldn't be.
This is unreal. This is unreal. The amount of miscommunications that are happening. It's really wild. It's really, really wild. I'm guessing that Heist knew that his flicker was about to come off a cooldown. He was hoping to bait out Team Liquid PH into an unwinnable fight, but Gebe already used the Spear of Alpha to create some distance down by the mid lane, so that was not an option anymore. And this turnaround is looking great. Oh,
Dream's taking a lot of damage, but he's actually eating it just fine. Nino actually becoming a threat to Liquid. As they've taken too much poke, they're not actually able to finish off the mid inhibitor at all. So they'll back off and play it safe.
Nino's been playing a very strong game right now. He's been creating angles for Alter Ego. He's been able to lock down the correct targets and getting maximum value with the curtain call. At this point, it's just about whether or not they're overheating or they're just not communicating the right ideas to each other. At this point, Alter Ego just need to calm down for a second, rethink the plan, and wait for Team Liquid to try to make the play.
We have the Dragon onto Kaltizi right into 3 members of Alter Ego, and he is gone. Raging Sandstorm will not save him. Feathered Airstrike to continue zoning, and in the backline, Nino with vengeance, making it so Liquid cannot retreat safely. Stolen, the Feathered Airstrike comes out once again, this time from Sanji. Going to try and zone Alter Ego. They only have 1 minion, so it's unlikely they can push and end this right now, and yep, they will agree. They'll go back and set up for the Lord.
I'm surprised that Alter Ego even bothered walking up that far to try and contest it, but at least now that they get to stagger themselves back, JP is going to have to try and open the map as much as they can. At this point, we're hoping that at least for Yuktz, he's able to get some value. Oh, that's a very early Feathered Airstrike.
Yeah, Sanji tried to burst Roundel, but was unsuccessful. Salmon Force comes out, and he's gone! He's just melted away! Blazing the Wit comes out, but Dream's still alive! Doesn't even pop Immortality! The rest of TLPH having to expend Flicker to get away. Backline focused by Kaltizi, but he loses his life instead. A nice dodge from Heist, but not quite enough as JP flickers in with the Raging Sandstorm to trade for him. It is 3-4-2 in favor of Liquid, and the Lord is still pushing down mid lane. Can Yuktz and Sanford hold this?
Might be a little hard. I think Sanford could buy some time, but I don't think Yuktz can get into this. Yeah, he's in trouble.
Fear of Alpha connects. Yuktz doesn't have Purify, but he can BMI out. Lord on top of the crystal, and they're just gonna target it. Alter Ego wants the win, and they will